6ix9ine's kind of like funny to watch. Yo, what's good, YouTube? We finna be reacting to when gangster rappers humble entitled rappers. Thugs versus the entitled, bro. Make sure y'all check out Trapaholics. Let's get straight into it.
Keep that thing gangster. Then go back and play with my wife, man. That ain't that pippin'. No, man. Alright.
The young boy, which one's young boy?
Your friend ain't none of that, you. None of that.
Come swing on me first. Come swing on me first.
Yeah. You do got more hits than me, you do. Cause meet them beats, they hit you more time.
One rapper called TJX6 at the mall and showed him he's not as tough as he thought he was. And another one got checked by 21 Savage for dissing his partner's dead mother. These are times gangster rappers humbled entitled rappers. And we gotta start things off with Young Thug because he had to check French Montana for claiming he had more hits than Kendrick Lamar. Back in April 2020, French took to Twitter to rattle off on Kendrick, saying that they could go hit for hit and that he's been making hits for much longer than he has. People online started clowning Montana like crazy over it. Then Thug hopped on IG and said,
He got more hits than Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kendrick is crazy.
Fool.
But it's Drake over here. Team Drake. Team Drake.
Addison. Fake
Team Drake.
These pools you getting out of in the next 2-3 years and all that cheap. We ain't even finna talk about none of that.
But then Montana clapped back and dissed Thug for wearing a dress in the video for his track No Stylist.
Hey Thug, man, thank you for wearing that skirt for me on No Stylist.
Damn.
Hold the cap.
Hold the
cap. You, though.
And that's when the situation started to get real. Thug told him not to get in his feelings because he's just speaking from an artist's standpoint.
Listen, bro. Get out of your feelings. I'm only speaking from an artist standpoint. You do not have nowhere near more hits than Kendrick Lamar whatsoever. You probably won't ever have more hits than Buddy. Montana
posted a photo of Thug wearing a skirt. Then Thug hopped back on IG and threatened. Montana posted.
Yo, what are we doing, bro? This is like some 2016. This is fruity,
though. Hopped back on IG and threatened to make a video of Montana getting knocked out to show that he wasn't gangster.
Get my phone. I'm finna call Meek right now. Get my phone.
Meek
Mill. Get my phone. I'm finna call Meek. I'm finna make Meek. I'm finna show.
Nah, he's pressed now. See, I'm pressed too.
I'm gonna make you send me the video. Just get my phone. I'm gonna show everybody. I'm gonna show the whole world you getting knocked.
Montana offered him $1 million if he actually had the footage and said that nobody was putting hands on him.
And if Meek got some footage like that, tell him to show it to you. I'll give you $1 million. Show it. Does it look like we get beat up? Does it look like hands on me? I've been in the game for 20 years.
The beat didn't seem too serious at first, but then Thug proved he's really not the one to play with because he posted a video of himself outside a house Montana used to own and showed everyone he could reach out and get him touched whenever he wanted to.
That's crazy.
Montana must have gotten the message too because a few days later he told Fat Joe.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, I want everybody to do their thing. I ain't got no beef with them. It wasn't no real beef. You know what I'm saying? It was a miscommunication about something.
Luckily, the beef got squashed before anyone got hurt. But this next rapper exposed his op even more. Because Young and Ace also
I want to see some real beef though.
Brick Baby was a co-host of No Jumper. And on one episode of the podcast, he claimed that Ace had lost 6 of his people following the whole Fulio incident that had recently went down in Jacksonville.
Fulio
one
was
of Ace's
crazy.
Partners went on IG to shoot back at Brick,
I remember when that happened.
On the situation and
what are we watching?
To focus on their
We're
own
watching
when
rappers humble some other rappers.
Brick later apologized.
That's what we watching.
On the clickbait video he saw. But he also went off on Ace's crew, banning them from performing in Georgia, California, and the Carolinas, seeing as he felt disrespected by the way their apology came off. And he made it known that they'd have to give him a proper apology first if they wanted to perform there again.
I bet you Young and Ace don't do no, until we holler, I bet you don't do no shows in Atlanta. Because I'm the king around that mother. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I be up on Fortnite, bro. I'll be streaming that every once in a while.
You won't be doing no shows in the Carolinas.
Follow me up and I'll be doing Fortnite streams.
Like, come on, man. Like I ain't even tripping because your boys is getting into it. But
Atlanta's pretty chill though.
All y'all got to do is say,
Atlanta's pretty chill.
We overreacted that you said, because I said I watched the clickbait video. Right. But the way you hopping it on, never say sorry to the dead homies. I'm from 6 so. We bar none, nigga. God forgive, 60s don't.
But Youngin wasn't fazed by Brick's comments, and he later went on to perform in North Carolina, saying that the whole situation, low-key, had him in his feels.
Man, he really performed there. And after the clip of the show hit the net, Brick went online to defend himself. Okay, I got you.
The whole situation off.
Yeah, just make sure you just follow. Hit me up when I'm live. I'll be playing for the most part.
But everyone knows that's not true. And Brick was just trying to act hard.
On the dead homies, I can tell you what studio you went to. I can tell you how fast you got up out that show last night and all that, cuz. The message wasn't for you to get whacked. It's to let you know our presence, cuz. On 6-0, I know you seen all them S-hats and all that while you was at the studio, cuz. You was at the homie studio. We let you get up out of there, gang. On the dead homie.
Now, let's move on to Yella Beezy, because he had to check a white Crip from Texas. But trying to pull up on him. Beezy was just leaving the gym when someone pulled up on him, trying to get him to throw hands. The dude keeps telling Beezy to come and box him real quick.
You see I'm solo? Come box. Come box. Come box. I'm over here. Come on. We'll go over here right in the grass.
Beezy tells the dude that if he wants to box, all he has to do is come over to his
truck.
Box
and
Beezy
chops,
says
bro.
he wants the dude to swing on him first so that he could go with his move.
So you can shoot? I'm naked. I'm naked. I'm naked. I'm right here.
Come swing on me first. Come swing on me first.
Yella Beezy then walks up to the dude, daring him to swing first, since he wants to act hard. But that's when the guy starts backing up, saying that Beezy has a gun in his pocket.
Come swing on me first. Come swing on me first. Come swing on me first.
I see a gun in your pocket, cuz.
Beezy was ready to do whatever, but the guy kept making up excuses and recording. Beezy eventually walked away.
Yeah, what are y'all doing in this situation, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I think he does got a gun. He's low-key smart, but
making excuses when he was trying to do something.
I don't know.
Come swing.
I see the gun in your pocket. Why you got a gun?
I'm right here. Come swing.
Why you got a gun?
I'm right here. Come swing.
You seen I'm naked?
I'm right here.
I'm right here. Come swing.
I'm right here. Come here. Come here, man.
He then
comes
comes back and gives the dude one more chance to swing on him.
I'm not gonna lie. This white guy is
lucky.
lucky. I feel like this white guy's getting punched on.
To making excuses, since it was clear that he wasn't really about that life.
I'm naked. You see me? You ain't naked. On you.
I'm in your face.
It's on you.
If you want to swing, swing, boy. Swing.
Swing, boy.
Stop, swing.
That's crazy.
Swing, boy.
So why you got the gun?
Yeah, put your camera down, swing.
After the altercation, the guy uploaded a video on TikTok explaining why he pulled up on Yella. Bro. He let everyone know Yella didn't swing because he didn't want to get beat up by a white boy.
Start recording. Why you going to go get your gun? Why you scared of a white boy who clearly naked out here?
Nobody's scared of you, bro.
I'm naked out there.
Nobody's scared of you, bro.
Shit for code. Y'all, I don't care about none of that. Talking about, blah, 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 you should have hit him or you were police, blah, blah, blah. He got that gun because nobody wants to lose to a white boy, and that's the reality. You talk to in 6 years, and that ain't nothing to lose to a white boy, and that's the reality. You talk to in 6 years, and that ain't nothing to brag about at all. Okay. That's nothing to brag about.
But Yella responded back to the dude, asking him why he didn't show the part where we got swung on, because Yella threw one at the dude. But the guy cut that part out of his video and tried to make it seem like Yella Beezy only won.
Oh, nah, that's crazy.
Cut why he didn't show the part where we got swung on, because Yella threw one at the dude. But the guy cut that part out of his video.
Crazy.
He tried to make it seem like Yella Beezy only wanted to use a gun and not fight.
Put your camera down, swing. What's up? Put your camera down, swing.
What's up?
I'll show you. Come on.
But now, we got to move on to 21 Savage.
21 tough or what?
Boy, because 21 had to humble Soulja
for
acting
shoot.
And disrespecting Metro Boomin.
Can I get a shoulder? Oh, that is
crazy. 2012 tweet from Metro resurfaced online of Metro clowning Soulja out for his fall off after 2010. Soulja Boy took to IG to crash out on Metro, claiming that he'd been on
Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drunk.
Yeah, you really hating on me my whole career. 2012, so that means in 2012 you.
Soulja Boy was crazy in 2013
though. 2012 you was a 2000 I probably was on tour.
Let me get a
counting up millions of dollars. You was going to the studio with Jeezy. That's what you was lit about. You was riding Jeezy in 2012. You was lit about being in the studio with Jeezy, huh? In 2008, 2009. For Gucci, man. Catch up. I was the first rapper to do that. I had a #1 #1 when you was in middle school, boy. That was 2007. The #1.
2012. I was hella
Metro
young.
grooming. You was lit about going to the studio with G.
And after checking Metro, he gave him 24 hours to delete the tweet, or else it was gonna go down.
Oh crap!
You got 24 hours, little boy. You got 24 hours. Oh, I'm gonna show you how to try.
I wonder if you could. I wonder if you could like go to streams like after they're done on Insta and like look at someone's stream.
Saying or what?
Cause like I'm like, is everyone always screen recording these like these
random
people?
Soulja Boy took to IG again to diss 21.
You think I'm scared of a British rapper? What was far from your skeleton? Look, you talking about British rapper? What? From Britain?
This dude is funny, bro.
He was a nigga.
This dude is actually funny.
Your name is Shea Ben Abraham Joseph. You was born in Britain. My name is DeAndre Cortez. Wait, I'm from the west side.
Wait, I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm not tweaking. Britain is a real place. I thought Britain was like a language, like you're British. British? From Britain? What the fuck? I thought if you're from like the UK, you're British. I didn't know Britain is a real place. Am I tweaking?
You been whole life.
Maybe I'm tweaking.
Soulja took it way out of hand after his live by claiming that Metro had sacrificed his own mama and that he was smoking on Mama Metro. Wow. Metro's mother unfortunately lost her life in August of 20.
You lost. See, this is where you lost me, bro.
22. So making a joke like that, especially over an old tweet from 2012, was.
Wait, is anyone in the chat talking about Britain though? Because I don't think Britain's a real place, bro.
Definitely doing a bit too much.
No way.
So 21 Savage shot back saying, "Speaking on a mama like a game, you gon' on yourself." Soulja Boy then went on to apologize to Metro a few days later for dissing his mom, but said that he was still beefing with everyone else.
Bro, when I
Britain is a real place? Oh, I'm tweaking, bro. I'm tweaking.
Show y'all though, like how angry I get, how mad I get when I see niggas hating on me, bro. That's how mad I get. But that still ain't no
girl man, by the way.
And 21, you still a 21, you still a.
We had a war against Britain? Bro, we had a war against Germany with the UK or something.
About the Metro ain't gonna lie, that was
bro, there's no way that's a real place.
I look back at that I was like, damn, that was.
Wait, I think every time you type, you get a coin or something. Like, you get points.
But 21's beef was
like every time you type that, your
Charleston
coins
White's
go up.
With Soulja Boy.
So you have 3 coins
asked Charleston why he thinks all of Soulja Boy's ops die after their beef. And Charleston made a complete joke.
Yo, I just seen Charleston White box the Islands boys, bro. That was a crazy weird. It looked like a special needs fight, bro. It was gross.
Had something bad to say about Soulja Boy.
I think his eyes fake too, huh?
Soulja Boy. Crunchy Black said he was a punk. Yeah, Crunchy Black still here. Yeah. Country Black talk real bad about that. Man, listen.
This dude's higher than a biscuit, bro.
Soulja Boy, you ain't got no.
Yo, type of game.
After Soulja Boy saw this interview, he went left and immediately went live, going off on Charleston White and Say Cheese, asking them who gave them permission to speak on his name.
Say Cheese. No jumper.
No jumper. No jumper got everybody up on there. I ain't finna hold y'all.
DJ Vlad, you. No jumper, you.
Wow.
Say Cheese.
A month after this small back and forth, Charleston was out shopping with his crew in Miami when Soulja Boy and 11 other dudes
I'm gonna be in Miami next week
and approached Charleston, claiming that they just wanted to talk things out. A few words were exchanged, and once things started to heat up, Charleston poured out his pepper spray and shouted at Soulja Boy and his crew.
And I think I just seen Charleston White pepper spray dude too. I got you. Look it up, and we did it in 80s. Okay, why you still at 3 coins? I'm confused. His coins jumped up. But not anymore. We had a war in Britain in the 1800s.
That the rumors going around.
Oh, we was definitely shooting them with like them biscuits guns.
For goodness sake.
You know, you gotta really stop. All right, time. Pause.
Man, you bro, you maced me. Yeah.
Yeah, Charleston did just mace the island boy, bro.
Soulja Boy went on live explaining how Charleston was scary for using pepper spray on him and that he isn't a gangster.
You so scared of me, y'all gotta put out pepper spray out your purse.
Oh my, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's bad. Pepper spray out the purse.
Made a tweet saying, y'all better leave Charleston White alone before his old puts one of y'all on a shirt. Stay woke and don't get tricked out of your position. Basically warning rappers to just avoid all problems when it comes to Charleston.
Yeah, Charleston White, he's low-key crazy,
the video
bro. I'm so glad he won against the Island Boys, bro. If Charleston lost to the Island Boy, I'm not gonna lie, it would have been over for him, bro.
Because next up, we gotta talk about
he would have been fried.
Rapper Lil Baby. Because back in November 2023, a clip started going viral of him getting jumped and humbled at a mall in Atlanta. Many people suspected that it was NBA YoungBoy's clique, seeing as he and NBA had been going at it online for quite a while before the incident.
Thanks for the follow, man.
And people doubled down on their guess, especially since YoungBoy had made a post on IG clowning Rai out, saying, got stripped out of his clothes, like a, don't entertain him no more. As soon as it happened.
Thanks for the crown, thanks for the crown.
It was actually just some dudes from
oh my god, he has 100 coins now.
4L crew.
What the heck?
And soon after the incident, the crew took to IG to tell Lil Rai that he'd better get out of their city.
Watch this.
Get the f out of the city. You know why we need to take your chain?
I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let you have about a second of donating those coins. They're just gonna make noises. I don't know what noises it's gonna make, but I know Roses make something, Gigi's make something, something else makes something. If you're gonna donate now. It's gonna make some weird noises.
Stole. Ain't take off my neck.
And Rai even went back to the same mall the day after he got robbed and said he wasn't worried about the ops.
Yeah, 4LK, Trey K, real gang.
Let me ask you a question, brody. So look, so you just got into a little dispute that happened yesterday. You feeling like you not feeling like you want to move more?
Holy shit.
Hell nah. I was just in here too deep. It was versus 2. I couldn't do. But
holy
you see me now? I couple of bro with me. But they couldn't come with me today on red. I was gonna come back by myself.
Now let's move on to Lil Durk, because Durk also had to press a rapper back in 2014 for acting entitled. Because Durk and Tyga had been beefing. Tyga featured the game on his track to this Durk called Chirac to LA. And the game was talking disrespectful on the track, saying, Tyga hit me like Durk dissing. Dirk Nowitzki? Durk who? Never heard of these. Then, not long after the track dropped, a video came out showing Durk pressing the game at a club in LA.
Really
both of their crews were yelling at each other. Durk and his people were really ready for the smoke. And the day after that went down, the game hopped on Twitter, letting everyone know the beef was squashed. And Durk stamped the message. But later, the game went on an interview.
Right,
it made it seem like he tracked Durk down and ignored him after he saw how small he was.
I saw Durk and he was a little guy, man.
Lil Durk? I thought Lil Durk is low-key pretty big.
And he was cool, man. So it just went away, man.
Smart.
Yeah, and most of the times, like, you know, when I see dudes in real life, physically, you know, it's just not.
Game is 6'3", 6'4".
It's unmatched, man.
You're not gonna push him around.
After the interview, Durk hopped on Twitter and tweeted, "He found me, LOL. WTF, glad I'm not a Twitter gangster." It looked like the beef was going to spark up even more this time. But after that, neither one of them sent more shots at each other. Durk also spoke about what happened in an interview with DJ Vlad. But he kept it short.
I'm so glad he grew dread. All right, bro.
That's
I
our
got
first
you,
time
bro.
seeing each other. That was tension. You know what I'm saying? He had his people had tension, we had tension. So we just brought it to the middle of the club.
The crowd was 100?
At the end of the day, it was street politics.
And now, we gotta move on to Punch Made Dev, because he's been making waves in the scam rap scene. And he also had to humble TJX6 for acting hard online. Their beef began when Punch Made Dev called TJX6 out for acting tough online, saying that TJ wasn't all that he cracked up to be. And Punch Made later released a diss track called Replicas, in which he
y'all know, I think it was like, open up that door, pussy nigga to the floor, throw up. I think literally
accusing
this
him of
dude
being
made
a fraud, not only in his music, but also in his street cred. And he even pulled up on TJ one day in the mall so they could throw hands. But TJ wasn't really about that action.
Look who running. Lil TJ. Touch me. Touch me. That's what I thought. Watch your kids. Don't talk none of that in there no more.
I don't know how I feel about this one, Punch.
TJ later spoke on the situation in an episode of No Jumper, where he gave his side of the story, claiming that there were 3 dudes with Dev, and that if it weren't for his brother leaving right before the incident, he would have really crashed out on Dev.
What about when he ran up on you in the mall?
He didn't ran up on me in the mall.
Well, he did.
He was coming through that entrance. I was walking through the mall. We seen each other in the mall. He had 3 people with him. I was with my kids. He showed a gun. I was about to go outside and fight him. Nothing happened.
He didn't want to fight?
No, he didn't. No, I didn't want to fight. It was 3 in the gun. I ain't about to do that. Then I have my brother with me and even follow me while I'm going out walking off in a different way.
Your brother was out.
Swear to God.
This is your brother that you like grew up with?
Blood brother.
Wow.
Like 27, like that, 30.
Can you not really anymore?
with him.
And right after the incident, Punch-Made Dev took to his IG to clown TJ out, saying, where was that same energy you had with Dude and Kroger? Because a fan pulled up on TJ with his kid before back in June 2020. But when that had happened, TJ had a whole different response.
Quit walking up on me, bro. Get back. Quit walking up on me. Quit walking up on me. All right. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, yeah.
Now, let's move on to Sauce Walker. Because one day, Sauce was at Johnny Dang shopping for some new rice until he ran into one of the Island Boys. The Island Boys pulled up in a Sprinter van and approached Charleston, claiming that they just wanted to talk things out. A few words were exchanged, and once things started to heat up, Charleston pulled out his pepper spray.
Again?
Shouted at Soulja Boy and his crew. And after the altercation, Charleston went live and confirmed that the rumors going around were true.
Wait, I think I just.
Sauce was ready to take it there if he tried taking things too far. But that's not the only time a rapper had to humble an Island Boy for passing his place. Because back in 2021, Kevin Hart and Snoop had a hilarious moment on their Peacock show, 21 and Done, where they joked about the Island Boys. They showed a clip of the twin brothers trying to freestyle in the pool, and both Hart and Snoop couldn't hide their embarrassment.
Snoop Dogg's
ready with their jokes.
Snoop Dogg is the ultimate side quest dude, bro. Island Boy.
I'm just Island Boy.
But the Island Boys, especially Fly, didn't find the way that they were joking funny. So Fly decided to go off on Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg, directing most of their energy towards
Snoop. This is Jack Doherty's territory right here, y'all.
I would have faded. I would have beat his ass on everything.
Snoop Dogg's 70 years old, bro, with burnt lungs.
If I ever see him, it's on site.
Charleston White got you, bro. These threats, and he took to Instagram to troll the Island Boys, captioning his post, "I don't want no smoke with cuz." The Island Boys followers were quick to point out that trying to mess with someone like Snoop Dogg was just asking for trouble. And it seemed like the Island Boys got the message, because Fly soon issued an apology, backing off from his
how long
threats.
his neck is, bro.
Hey, my fault. I didn't mean to be mean to Snoop Dogg. All of Snoop Dogg. You know, it's just, he's an inspiration, you know. He kind of put me down with the way he was talking about me. So, you know, at the end of the day, I am a human being.
But now, let's move on to when Lil Baby had to press a rapper about his
That
money.
was probably the most
Osiris
mature response I've ever heard from a guy in my life.
Famous.
That's facts, though. Like, I would have done the same thing. If I was really like, bro, imagine making content, right? And you just doing your thing. Your biggest hero. That's why you don't meet your hero, kid. You biggest hero dissing you, I'll be pressed.
For owing other rappers money. And back in November 2021, Osiris ran into Lil Baby at Icebox. And Baby pressed him over the 5
Osiris
raps he
is
owed
in
him.
debt, bro. This dude's literally in eternal debt, Chad.
I can't wait to get you. I can't. Right now. He's so funny. He's so funny, man.
At first, Osiris tried to laugh it off and said he couldn't wait to pay him back. But then, Baby got more serious since he don't play about his money and asked him how long he owed him.
I made rap go up and down. Right now, don't worry about it. Well, over 5,000, man. I'm waiting on the net hit.
3,000. Like 3 what?
That's a lot.
Oh. 5? 8. About
5, 6, right? I should get a look.
This is crazy.
He wants that identical. He wants that.
It's unclear what he owed Baby for, but that's not the only rapper he had debts with. And it seems like
I think he had debts with Drake
without any friends in the rap game. Because back in October, he went live on IG and revealed that he doesn't rock with Drake, Lil Baby, or anyone else in the industry anymore.
Drake don't fuck with me either. Me and Drake don't talk.
Drake don't fuck with you because you scammed him, bro. You scammed him 20 bands.
Nobody in the Osiris.
You're a scammer.
So don't keep using that with me. Like you can't keep
you're
using that.
a scammer.
Like, stop. Like
you scamming them all. You're broke.
We don't talk.
Fans were worried about him because Osiris was breaking down into tears since he felt like everyone was fake to him.
Y'all not getting it. Like, so you tell me why should I keep living?
Cause I'll give you the world, baby girl. You just gotta be right.
I don't get it. Like, why y'all saying like
you just gotta be
Hopefully,
worth
Osiris
it.
can get back to a happier place in life and find some real friends in the industry. Now, let's move on to when NBA YoungBoy had to humble Joe Budden because things got heated between the two, and YB completely flipped off on the podcast host since Joe decided to speak on YB's name on an episode of his podcast. Because one day, Joe called YoungBoy trash and stood by his statement because he kept talking about it, how he was trash.
Be a young boy, not ready to do this. What's the truth? He's horrible. He is horrible.
And not long after YB saw the clip, he went to IG going off on Joe for calling him trash.
The last thing I dropped was Decided 2. My album still in the top 10. Don't speak on me, I don't play. Don't read on me neither, you.
He then invited Joe Budden to come to his crib and do an interview with him since he was ready for the smoke.
Hey, all them interviews, they come.
Young boy's a crash, bro. Young boy be tweaking.
Can't do that, man. Hey, you shut your mouth.
And there's no telling what would have happened if Joe had actually gone to YB's crib. And that wasn't the only time YB completely had to humble a rapper, because he did the same to Finesse 2 times back in April. Out of nowhere, YoungBoy posted a picture of Finesse's girlfriend Sugar on his Instagram story after finding out that Finesse was in his wife's DMs. That's when Finesse responded to YoungBoy saying, "You must forgot, I'm from Memphis, homie. We ain't Tinder." Finesse then went live on IG, joking about how he didn't care that YoungBoy wanted to talk to his girl.
Hey, YB, I don't knock you, bro. I don't knock you, bro. I got some bad on it. I got some serious on it.
But YoungBoy wasn't joking about the situation since he doesn't play about his wife. So he posted a video letting Finesse know that he'll hit him with that chopper.
Hold on. He like, young boy, with the problem. Throw it off, I hit his mama with that chopper. You talking to that better be bulletproof.
That's when Finesse put another video up saying mental health is real, since he feels like YoungBoy is mental. And this completely pissed him off even more.
Man, that mental health is real mentally, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna be the one to engage, you know what I'm saying? Engage in what he going through because I know the feeling, you know what I'm saying?
This is crazy, bro. YoungBoy's a crash, bro.
I'm 32.
So after YoungBoy saw the video, he felt some type of way. It completely flashed out on Finesse, since Finesse tried changing the topic.
He's tweaking.
I had none of that mental health, boy. Hey, you know.
Boy.
You know you wrote my. I ain't tell you. I told something. At me. Man, I ain't tell you. Botch. Bro, when you play with the post show.
Wow.
Keep that thing gangster. Then go back and play with my wife, man. That ain't.
Yeah.
Motivation.
YoungBoy's a crash.
Whole time yo double back and slime something, man. You don't play like that, man. Man, hey, we real gangsters, man. Hey, and G around. I politely ask my wife, man. I say, man, these double back and play with me like that. That's what she did.
Finesse then posted another video on his story, acting like he didn't know why YoungBoy was mad at first, since he said he didn't understand. Pulled up in a Sprinter van and approached Charleston, claiming that they just wanted to talk things out. He didn't understand or know what YoungBoy was talking about, and that he doesn't care about a girl for real.
About a woman. That what you young here putting y'all life and y'all freedom on the line about women now? Never. Mad cause I'm liking. This ain't even not your. This ain't, bro. So you turned about all your baby mamas, young. Ask my baby mama.
These dudes are funny, bro.
I didn't lay next door.
These dudes are actually funny.
Door, bro, and heard my baby mama and them get they back beat out for 200-300 when I was broken.
You heard what? Yo.
Cause I'm liking. This ain't even not your.
Did I hear that correctly, chat?
So you turned about all your baby mamas, young. Ask my baby mama and them, bro. I didn't lay next door. Bro, and heard my baby mama and them get they back beat out for 200-300. About women now.
I'm sick.
Never.
I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick to my stomach.
This ain't, bro. So you turned about all your baby mamas, young. Ask my baby mama and them, bro. I didn't lay next door. I done laid next door, bro, and heard my baby mama and them get they back beat out for 2 years. And when I was broken, I'm cut different.
YB then posted another video saying Finesse is dumb and misguided.
Next time, just keep it to yourself, bro. Just keep it to yourself. Just keep that shit to yourself, bro. Yeah, don't let nobody know that, bro. I would never publicly let that information go.
So bad, man, you sound stupid as a.
But now, let's move on to FBG Duck. Because before he was brutally killed in broad daylight back in 2020, FBG Duck was one of the most savage GD rappers in Chicago. He repped the GDs, and he was one dude his ops definitely didn't want to get caught by. A video came out showing Duck checking a local Chicago rapper who dropped the rakes in front of him, which is a sign of disrespect against the GDs. And Duck threatened to break the dude's fingers for throwing it down.
Out your face right now and treat you. If I break them 2 fingers that you just dropped them, sorry. Then what you gonna do? Stay like way. Put your
Duck didn't play when it came to the ops, and he was ready to put hands on even his own homies if they disrespected his crew. And speaking of Duck, Scrooly G, a rapper from Indiana, recently sparked controversy after he disrespected FBG Duck during an Instagram live session. The controversy came from an unreleased song Scrooly had teased on his IG, in which he rapped, "Bounce out on him and do him like Duck."
Every time we come through slime, I'm the first one fine. Make a duck, catch chop at the stove and bounce out on him and do him like Duck. Tried to run, we boxed him in.
Now, this is crazy.
And his clip caused a lot of backlash from the Chicago GDs, with King Yella and another GD member taking to the gram to share their 2 cents.
Hey, look, all that, let's die, something. Stop making all that music. Let's die, let's crash. Let's die, let's kill each other. Let's go to war.
I don't know if y'all don't get it by now.
Let's die.
Mention Duck name, die, man. You just gonna die.
Billionaire Black, who's another GD member, also took to IG, saying how it's funny how the people who diss Duck always end up magically disappearing right afterward.
Duck name. Gonna die.
That's crazy.
You'll die. Bye. Kiss your advice.
And that's when Scrooly G took to IG himself to clear his name, apologizing to Duck's mom, saying how he didn't really mean what he said like that, and rattling off on GD members, seeing as they were all targeting him, while Duck's real killers were still on the streets.
Duck killers roamed the street long enough until they got booked. None of you killed none of them. Chop on, but y'all on this talking about Scrooly. I don't think I'll get into it with whatever GD want to get into it. I don't think. So really what it is, gang, right? They mad I ain't say nothing about Vine or use a Vine bot, let Yella and them tell it, but I use the Duck bot. And then they talking about I'm one of the folks. So y'all basically mad and not GD with y'all. Y'all watch on, boy. You talking about smoke no wreck. I'm a gangster, but I'm a man first. Folks mama got involved in bro, I wouldn't want my mama feeling like that, so I'm a gangster. If she felt played, I'ma apologize. I'm not apologizing none of on team.
This is crazy.
Said what I said. Don't smoke about it. Do.
But now, let's move on to New York drill rapper Lee Drilly, because Lee was another rapper who had both feet in the trenches, even when he was popping off in the industry. Sending shots at the ops on tracks is one thing, but Lee really wanted to smoke. He even posted a video of himself running down on an op trying to humble him, and the dude was so scared, he ran straight to the cops for protection.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. There's not a lot you can do there.
But speaking of rappers, one rapper spat on an interviewer for taking up for his ops, and Giorbo broke an interviewer's $30,000 Rolex since he was mad at the interviewer.
All right, make sure y'all sub, like, subscribe, comment what y'all want me to react